Hello, all of my very, very beautiful people. Um, Please ignore the mess that is behind me. I've been going through boxes and stuff, which is why that's there. Over there is my Wiccan stuff. That down there is a box full of my cosplay stuff. Speaking of cosplay, I was originally going to do a makeup look that I've been doing for TikTok recently, but decided against it because it's so early in the morning. I'm going to do just a basic makeup look and talk to you guys a little bit about my past. This is looking a little laggy on my end, so let me check in here. Because I'm using their new camera thing, and it looks laggy right here. But let me check and see if it is. Not that I'm not worried about it, but if it is, that's gonna be an issue. Oh wait, it looks like it fixed itself. Oh, that was very laggy. Hold on. Okay, it looks like it's fixed itself. Hold on. Sorry, guys. So, hi, we're a minute into this, and it was all glitchy in the beginning. So I apologize, and it looks like it's still lagging. Oh, goodness. What is wrong with this? But yeah, that's my Wiccan stuff, cosplay stuff, boxes I've been going through, and just a dress over there. So, if I can get it to work again. Nope, it looks like it's lagging. I wonder if there's anything in here that I can do. Sorry, guys, for it to be lagging in the beginning. That's not what I wanted. Oh, I don't know how to work this yet. That's something different. Okay. It looks like it's just gonna be a little laggy. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on with this. But I'm using the camera thing. I can see over here with the chat stuff. If anybody pops in. So I was doing basic makeup today, something that's just light. Because I have been breaking out a little bit, and if I do what I've been doing for TikTok, that'll be covered up with makeup. And I don't want any makeup inside of it because I already popped it this morning. But I want to talk to you a little bit about my past. And there's nothing bad about my past. I've never been to jail, never been to juvie. I've only had detention once, and that was because it was my second day of 6th grade at a new school, a brand new fucking school. And I forgot my math homework at home because there was so much other paperwork they gave me that one math homework should have made a fucking difference, but they gave me detention for it. Really fucking stupid, I know. But that was a thing. Sorry guys, I'm like legit just waking up. So like I've never had ISS, no OSS. My teachers left me except for one. She told me to shut up. I looked at her and said, "I'm done with my work. You shut up." She never said anything else to me. I was a good kid. I did my fucking work. This was geometry, the easiest fucking class for me. I did my work, and then I went to turn around to my 3 little group of friends because there was 4 chairs, just 4, right in the center of the fucking room. So 4 chairs here, well, the rest of the chairs circled around us, right? So me and 3 of my friends sat right there. Because honestly, I didn't like anybody else in the room. So we sat right there in the front. So I finished my work and I turned to help one of my friends. And she looked at me and said, "Shut up." I looked at her and said, "I'm done with my work. You shut up." And I went back to helping my friends. All the other classmates were like, "Oh, fuck. I don't play those fucking games with teachers. You can ask me to quiet down a little bit," and I'll be like, "Cool." But don't look at a child and don't look at a fucking student and say, "Do your work and shut up." No, like, fuck you. Your first day of teaching was my sister's first day in there in geometry. She fucking taught you your work. Don't you fucking come for me, bitch. Sorry. Also, sister, if you're watching this back, I love you. Hated that teacher. She dressed like a high schooler. It was like 5-inch fucking heels to school. So stupid. She's probably good at this. But that's not what I want to talk about as far as past goes. I want to talk to you guys about my past with my friends. I'm going to be using, my container is broken. I'll be using Nicole Miller, this little palette here, and I'm going to be taking the color Peach, which is this little color up here. And I'm just going to be taking this applicator that every fucking makeup guru hates. And I'm just smearing that shit in there. But my past with my friends. So again, nothing bad. Have I had fallen out with friends? Yes. But that is normal. Everybody goes through some falling outs every once in a while with friends. Are we great now? Of course. Now, there are some friends that I had in high school who I will start trying to contact every once in a while, or like I'll comment on a page or something. No response. No message back. But if I say, oh, I'm in town, all of a sudden they want to see me. Like, yeah, I get you work. I do too. But you can take 5 seconds to say hi back. Say, hey, I'm at work. Or, hey, I'm going to bed. You know, to show the other person that you're still interested in being friends, but you're just a really fucking busy person. And you don't work 24/7. You can take 2 minutes out of your day to say hi back to an old friend. And it's not just me that has this issue. My best friend from high school, I say high school, we met back in middle school, 7th grade. She has the same issue. One of the girls we used to be best friends with, no interaction now, which sucks, you know, because we were such great friends, and it sucks. But, you know, it's high school. It's not that big of a deal. But what I want to talk to you guys about was some of the things that happened in high school and where I got where I am today, about who I am as a person. So that aspect of my past. From the age of 12 years old, it could have been younger, I could be wrong. But as far as I know, from the age of 12, I have been helping people with suicide, depression. I have stopped numerous people from cutting themselves. Have they had relapses? Yes. You know what I did? I smacked their cuts. They stopped doing that shit because they got tired of me hitting them. But no, I also helped them to see the better things in life, to keep them happy and things, which is really hard when you're dealing with somebody with depression or anxiety. For years, I had a little bit of anxiety, but I was always helping other people out with theirs so much that I didn't focus too much on mine. I was always distracted with helping them. So mine wasn't always as bad as it is right now. Right now, I'm at the point in my life where my anxiety is so bad that I get panic attacks if somebody talks to me in public. My panic attacks aren't your normal, like, freak out into yourself, like, just kind of fumbling with your hands. No, I hyperventilate to the point where I can't breathe and I almost pass out. It sucks, but it's with my life. I was seeing a therapist. I do need to go back and see him because we were trying to work on my sleep patterns because I wasn't sleeping a whole lot because I have insomnia, because I have sleep apnea. These things don't allow me to sleep at a normal pattern. But since my anxiety has gotten worse and worse, depression started coming, and now I'm sleeping more often, which doesn't help the anxiety. And it's not even all the time when I go out by myself. There are some days where it's better than others. So I don't have anxiety every single time I leave the house. But if I leave the house with, say, my husband, if I leave the house with him, it doesn't come as quickly. It's delayed. There was one day we went to the PX, which is a post exchange. It's kind of like a Walmart on post, or like a Target, like a really shitty Walmart or Target, where everything's super fucking expensive. We were there. We'd gone in just to run in real quick. We ran in, ran out. We were almost out, and he stopped to talk to another MP. And that's when I started to freak out. The PX is always really crowded. As somebody with anxiety, where it acts up around crowds, that's not always a good thing for me. So he stopped to talk, and it was fine at first, but he kept talking and talking, and I'm just like, started to freak out, tried to make myself look smaller by like holding my hands closer to my chest, was playing with my ring, with my necklace that I was wearing at the time. Anything to kind of distract me from what's going on around, it was not helping. So by the time we're leaving, we get out the doors, and I'm looking at the ground, playing with my necklace. My husband asked me if I'm okay. I said, yeah. He said, you don't look okay. I told him, just it's my anxiety's acting up because of the crowds. And he apologized. Because my husband doesn't have anxiety, or at least everybody has anxiety, okay? I get that. But he doesn't have it to the point that I have it, which my mom did suggest that when I do go back to the therapist, I let him know how bad the anxiety has gotten because I may need to be medicated for it now. I don't want to be, but it may need to be a thing that happens. We were trying to find ways to cope with my anxiety, breathing exercises. I've been distracting myself with music, finding different ways to just kind of distract myself. Nothing's been working as of late. So, like recently, it's been not even just being talked to, but just walking into a building. But it's also because it's the holidays. Everybody's really busy. The next color I'm going to take in is this pale pink shade over here, just right here. I think it's the holidays. Everybody's really busy and running around and stuff. But I'm trying to see, the thing with anxiety and living with somebody who doesn't have it is trying to get them to understand your anxiety. I know I've gone off topic from my past. I'll get back there, I promise. Because I needed to go to Walmart for something, but it was a Saturday and it was really busy because, of course, people were out shopping for stuff. And I asked him a few days before if he'd go with me because of big crowds and my anxiety was going to act up. He said, yeah, he had no problem with it. The day comes around and he says he doesn't feel like leaving the house. So, of course, I start to freak out because that means I have to go out by myself. But then, fuck, I didn't have to go out. I figured stuff out with that, so I didn't have to leave the house. Thank fuck. But it's really hard trying to get them to understand anxiety when they don't have it. The only reason I understand it so much before I had it this bad was because since I was 12, I've been helping people with theirs. Which you can say, it's a pretty shitty life, being 12 years old and having that stuff happen. Mm-hmm. Yes and no. People now think that I'm older than I am because I'm more mature. I'm 21 years old. They'll look at me and say, I thought you were 23, 24, because I act more mature than your typical 21-year-old. I've never been to a club or a bar. I'm not interested in that kind of stuff. I don't like the taste of alcohol, first off. Yeah, I'll have the occasional glass of wine or the occasional Red's Apple Ale. Like once every few months, I'll have like a glass of wine. The occasional 2 glasses of wine, not 1 month. It's very occasional. I don't drink often. Like I just got drunk for the first time either last month or the month before on vodka. I didn't black out. I remember everything that happened that night. I didn't wake up with a hangover. None of that stuff. But I drank half a bottle of vodka by myself. Of course, it was mixed with other stuff to get over the flavor, but for the most part. Oh, and I had a shot of Malibu rum, I think. Malibu rum's the coconut one, right? Mom? Which one is it? But because I've been helping people with this stuff for so long, it's kind of become who I am. I've become other people's emotional support rock, where if they're feeling down or depressed or suicidal, even if they've just met me and they don't know anything about my past shit, they'll immediately come to me for help. People significantly older than me as well. There's one friend I made through TikTok, they're 36, and every once in a while they'll be feeling down or depressed about something, and they'll like, mention it to me, and I'll help them through it. People younger than myself as well that I've, friends I've made through TikTok that I've helped out. Um, it's just become who I am. Um, and I have 6 TikTok kids, where I'm a mother figure. Um, you know, most of them, if not all of them, their real life mothers are shit. Because the kids that I adopt from TikTok, a majority of them are part of the LGBTQ community, and a lot of families aren't accepting of that. Luckily, I grew up in a family that was and still is very accepting of the LGBTQ community. My brother is trans, female to male. We love him very much. It's taken us a while to get used to calling him a him and calling him by his preferred name, because we have known him for so long as my sister. Now having him as my brother, it took us time to get used to it, but we all are getting there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. He's going to be 20 in January. This all started when he turned 18. So it's been almost 2 years of this. And it's taken us a while because we have known him 18 years as his birth gender and everything. Um, and him and I have had a falling out or two over the years since I've moved out and gotten married and stuff for reasons I will not explain here. But since I've become a TikTok mom, they call me Mama Siren because my character is a mermaid. Um, Mermaid siren, um, some people don't know what a siren is, so I just say mermaid. But my character is a siren, of sorts. She she's born a siren, but she doesn't like the murdering of the humans and things like that. So she's more of a mermaid herself, but she was born a siren. Oh, that hurt my neck. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Lucifer from the Supernatural Monster eyeshadow palette. After I'm done breaking shit. This color in here, Lucifer, which I still want to know why they put Lucifer as white when white is a pure color. It's usually the colors for angels. Then I get Lucifer as a fallen angel, blah, blah, blah. I still want to know why they made Lucifer white when white is pure, the purity. Like, my aura is always either clear or white. Those are my 2 colors. I've never seen my aura as a different color. Nobody else has ever seen my aura as a different color. That's just always what my aura has been, is either clear or white. And I'm just going to put this on the inside of my left inner corners of my eyes. So I just want to go for like a little basic makeup today. I'm not going to be doing any kind of eyeliner, not the white under eye either, just basic makeup to make myself look less dead. But this is just who I've been. And like I said, I've been helping a lot of people, and since I've become a TikTok mom, I've felt more mature as well because I've been helping more and more people out. I've been making sure they're eating every day, and if they're not eating every day, asking them when the last time they ate, making sure, like, giving them tips, because some of them, they've just gone so long without eating that it makes them sick when they do finally eat again. So I am trying to help them with that, because of their dysphoria and stuff. They'll hate themselves. And for those of you that don't know what dysphoria is, I could be wrong on this, but from what I've gathered from other people, like from the trans community, the few I know personally, dysphoria is when. So being trans is you're born as, okay. This is the easiest way I can explain it. when you're born, you are born male or female, or another gender, because there are more than just those two genders, because you can be born hermaphrodite. I don't know all of the genders, but for the sake, you're the male, female, or hermaphrodite. I know there's gonna be a lot of fucking feminists that come after me for this bullshit, but fuck you. For this right now, we're gonna talk about those three. There was a study shown that those born, those that are trans, they were born female and they are male, were born with the genitals of a woman, but the brain waves and brain pattern of that of a male. And same thing with males. Born a male had the brain waves of a woman. And I had posted this on somebody's page, and they started getting into it where, oh god, what was it? They were saying, they were spinning some bullshit about brainwaves, right? Saying that, oh, then that justifies pedophiles. I'm like, no, gender has nothing to do with sexuality. Okay, that has nothing to do. Those are completely different fucking things. All right, two completely different fucking things that we're talking about. All right, I do not condone pedophilia. I do not condone it. All right, I believe pedophiles deserve to be 6 feet under with many, 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 many bullets throughout them. That is my opinion. Okay? A lot of people share that opinion about pedophiles. But for somebody to come after me for me just explaining that your brainwaves are different than your genitals for a trans person, for them to come after me and say that I accept pedophiles with this logic, I don't fucking need that shit in my life, right? Don't fucking need it. That is childish. To go and accuse somebody of that shit. Fucking childish. Because these are people that I knew back in high school. They know my stance on kids. They know I've always wanted to be a mom. And for them to go and say that shit, I want to fucking kill them. For fucking accusing me of accepting pedophiles. Like, no. I don't play those fucking games. For blush, I'm just going to be using CoverGirl Snow Plum. It's a very light blush. It barely even shows up. It looks more like a highlighter to me. I should totally use a different brush for this, but fuck it. But helping people so much is what got me where I am today, because it I guess I didn't grow up too fast for my age, I'd say. Like, my parents did raise me to be a responsible adult. Was I taught how to cook? No. Is that something I'm learning now? Yeah. Is it a big issue that I didn't learn back then? No. Why? Because I could make grilled cheeses, I could make myself eggs, I could make spaghetti, I could make, basic things. It was just when it came to actual meat and stuff. That's, like chicken and pork and that kind of stuff. That's when, I didn't learn. But I also had a lot of people in the house who didn't know how to cook. So I never really needed to. That, and I never really had. I don't find joy in cooking. I find joy in baking. And that's what I like to do. I like to bake. My husband likes to cook. He's a great cook. He just can't bake for shit. So you'd think he'd cook and I'd bake, and everything would be fine. No. Sorry, I had a message over there. Eyebrows. I need to do eyebrows. I have an e.l.f. eyebrow pencil somewhere that I'm going to use. If I can find it. Let's prepare. What's that shit? There it is. I like a bunch of pencils just peanut butter. Barney! Wait a second. Barney. Probably barking at a shadow again, like they always fucking do. Like the tree branches outside would move and they'll bark at the shadows to the windows there. But I got this elf pencil here. I don't know what color it is. I think it's coffee. I have no fucking clue. Barney! Barney! They seriously do bark at nothing. I don't outline my eyebrows, I just kind of go over them quickly with a pencil. They could also bark at the neighbors outside too. They do that from time to time as well. They'll be full of. They'd bark at low or nothing if they could. Also, I don't have any numbers for these pencils. There's things I got from Wish, so if you want to know what kind of pencils I'm using, I have no fucking clue. But part of the reason that I use this kind of brush for my light colors is because it packs it more on the brush, so I can actually put it back onto my eye, whereas the regular brushes don't really pick up a lot of color, which makes it harder to, you have to put like more and more layers on, and that's just too much work for me. Next, I'm going to be taking my highlighter from Blackheart. This is the mermaid one that has been used lots and lots of times. I need to get a new one. But yeah, that's like a little look into my past. Is I have been helping people with suicide and depression and cutting since I was 12. I'll be 22 in March. This is almost 10 years of doing this stuff. And I'm still doing it to this day. Like, the last night I helped somebody out. The night before that I helped somebody. Like, I'm constantly helping people out, right? And I've been doing this for so many years that it's just part of who I am now. And I want to become a therapist to help people, but I'm not going to be that therapist that goes, how do you feel about that? Or like start blaming you for shit. I won't do that. I won't say, oh, you're cutting, you're doing this to yourself, you're hurting your family, because there are those therapists out there. I know because I have friends who have had those types of therapists. And they're really fucking shitty therapists, and if that's what your therapist is like, get a new fucking therapist. Because the people who are cutting, the people who are wanting to commit suicide, the people with dysphoria, the people whose families hate them and they think that this is, they feel like this is the last resort, this is all they can do to like ease the pain, is to cut and to, you know, drink constantly and just try to forget their family. It's not your fault, okay? It's not. All right, it's your parents and how they brought you up. My parents, again, they loved us. They never abused us mentally, physically, emotionally, none of that stuff, okay? Do they have those thoughts where they wonder? Sure, they may. Every good parent does. But it's not your fault, okay? If you're cutting for attention, stop that shit, all right? It's not funny, it's not cute, stop it. But if you have a serious issue, you know, you need to get a therapist, a good therapist, and get help. And if they won't help you, just still know it's not your fault, and that you know, you're not going to live with your parents forever. You're going to move out. You're going to have your own life. Whether you ever talk to your parents again is up to you. It's all a matter of time. And I get that time feels like forever when you're going through that shit, but know that it doesn't last forever. You will be out of there before you know it. You'll be in your own place. You'll be happier, okay? And then everything will be so different, and you'll wonder why you ever started in the first place. I personally have never cut. I never have. I do have, however, one scar here that I don't think y'all can see that just goes right down here, just right across. I didn't do that. So when I was going to join the military, before I couldn't because of medical issues, they had me do my arms like this. I had to explain what that one cut right there was. I was babysitting back in 2016. The child I was babysitting scratched, bit, hit, kicked me, everything under the sun, right? I ended up scratching right there. I ended up re-scratching open a scar that I've had since I was 4. That was fun. I think also left is lips, isn't it? For lips, I'm going to be taking this Estee Lauder Plum Jealousy 430. This shit. It's just a gloss. But I love this color, so we're going to put this on. This is my like natural-ish look. Oh wait, no, I've got to do mascara too, don't I? But doing this stuff for so long, I believe it has made me more mature because it gave me perspective into life and how cruel it is from a very young age. Um, because growing up, your parents will always tell you, "Oh, you don't know how cruel the real world is." I'm like, doubt that I don't know at this point. I don't remember if I ever told my parents that I've been helping people with this for years. I know I told my dad like the other day. Well, my mom knows, or if any of my siblings know. My friends know because, of course, I've been helping them too. Some that I never had it this bad, and I currently do. I help them with that too. And for anybody helping their friends out, know that there will come a point where they will push you away. Their anxiety, their depression, it'll get so bad, they will start to push you away to try and get you out of their life so they can't hurt you anymore. The thing is, they never hurt you. It's just their mindset. Where, you know, they think that they hurt you so bad and like emotionally, but you're sitting there thinking like, what the fuck are you talking about? And they'll try to come up with excuses and they'll try to push you away. It's because of their anxiety, because of their depression. Just what I do is I yell at them. I tell them, they'll call themselves a piece of shit. I'll say, you're not a piece of shit. You've done so much good for us. And I'll explain what they've done. And they'll keep retrying to like push you away and push you away. But don't let them push you away because once they lose you, they'll down spiral even more. Luckily, I've never lost somebody from pushing me away because I yell at them and I fight, because I know how bad depression can get. Sorry. Trying to pluck my eyelashes out here. This is a black heart squishy thingy. I like how the silicone down here is more than I like how the other things are, the round ones. So these ones don't hurt my fingers like the other ones do. We're going to be taking, where is my mascara for this? Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme in the color Extreme Black. This thing, I don't know if you can see that. This is upside down. Oh, damn it. I just touched my hand, got it everywhere. That's right. This is why I don't put on other makeup, guys. Like, if any beauty guru were to follow my makeup tutorials, they'd look at me and be like, what the fuck are you doing? Where's the concealer? Where's the foundation? Yeah. I don't have the patience for all that shit anymore. That'll work. I am, however, going to use a setting spray. Mine is Beauty Evolved Matte Setting Spray for oil control because I do have oily skin. That's as far as makeup goes. So that's all you came here for. Have fun with that. It's 30 minutes to my 15-minute makeup look, right? Sorry, my nose is slightly runny. Happens every time I do makeup, and I don't know why. Or not even makeup, every time I go live. I don't know why. I think that. That'll work. Okay. Like I said, I have been helping people for such a long time that it has made me more mature. It has made me a better person. And it helps me to understand other people's perspectives as well, doing this for so long, and making the friends that I do now, being able to help them out with that kind of stuff. And if you guys want, I can make a video of ways to help people who have anxiety or depression, and ways to like kind of reassure them that you understand that they're feeling down and stuff. I'll make some key points of that stuff. If that's something you guys want to see, let me know. Like comment it, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to do it. Because I know living with somebody who has anxiety, depression, and you yourself doesn't have it is hard as well. Um, so that way it'll help you kind of get perspective and be able to help you talk to them better. Let me know if that's something you guys would like to see. I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy helping somebody with depression or anxiety. I fucking know. I know because I've helped people for damn near 10 years with this shit. I know because I go through it. And I know it sucks. I know because I currently am going through it all. The only difference between me and some other people I've talked to is I'm not going to push you away. I'm not going to. I don't really talk about my depression or my anxiety really ever, because of the anxiety. I don't want to bother people. Whereas other people, they constantly want to talk about the anxiety because not talking about it makes them more anxious, which I get. I do. I get it. I can't because if I talk about it, it makes me more anxious, which sucks because that means I can't talk to my own husband about it because the anxiety will kick in. I'll start thinking, what if I say something to upset him? What if, I don't think he'll understand. And the thing is that no, they won't understand. But if you talk to them and explain things to them, it'll make it easier and help them to understand a little bit more. But like I said, if you guys want those kind of things, to be able to help people with their depression, anxiety, I can make some key points for that. And remember, every person is different, so these will work on different people. These will work in different ways. You just kind of have to manipulate these things. These are things that I've found that works with many people, like reassuring them their self-worth, reassuring them how much they mean to you, how much you love them. That's when they're trying to push you away. When they're just kind of down and stuff, for me personally, music helps. Not depressing music, like uplifting music. If you're married to the person, maybe ask them to help you bake some cookies or something. Put on some Christmas music because it is Christmas time, or some Yule music if you're Wiccan, uh, or whatever your religion is. Uh, you know, bake some cookies, listen to some music, dance with them in the kitchen, give them happy moments, kind of things. But if that's something you guys want to know about, I'll go more into depth in it in another video. But let me know what you guys think, and I'll get into that for you guys. Love you guys so much. This is long enough. This is the basic makeup that I went for today. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Next time will hopefully be Saturday. And I'm thinking about going back to do it every Saturday at about noon-ish Eastern Standard Time. I'll have a better time frame come Friday, but Saturdays usually would work for me. So I'm going to get back into this. I'll be doing makeup for my cosplay and stuff, so that you guys can see what I do. For those of you that come from TikTok. So yeah. And I'll also be playing with other stuff too on here as well. So I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.